Hello, everyone. This is Lauren White, and here for another episode of the AskARoofer Minisodes. And I am excited to be talking with Jana from Her Roofing. And Jana, I'll have you introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Jana Zavala. I'm the owner of Her Roofing in Portland, Oregon. I've been in the roofing industry for almost 30 years, and I'm a contractor now. But prior to being a contractor, I have worked in the manufacturing sector. So I have lots of experience, and thank you for inviting me at Roofers Coffee Shop and to answer the questions.
Yeah, I know. We're so excited. So this mini-sode is actually inspired from a question, a homeowner question that got submitted to the Ask a Roofer site. So Rod from California had asked about his older torch down roof, had some questions, and so that's what this episode is going to be all about. So Jana, if you can just start us off and tell us what is a torch down roof and how is it installed?
A torch down roof is typically installed over a base sheet. So you have a base sheet, then you have a cap, and most roofers do it on with just those two plies. So cap, base, and cap. The cap is heated, and the base sheet is nailed down. Uh, and when the material is actually heated, it's done in a torch. So you have an open flame, and it's heated under the sheet in order for it to melt. Torch down typically is it's APP. So an APP is a polymer asphaltic roof, and what it happens is it starts to melt. And then you get a certain flow on each side of the sheet as you're rolling it down to melt down to adhere to the surface below. And that essentially is a torch down roof.
Okay, great. And so, what are the signs that a torch down roof might have aged out, like this homeowner who submitted the question was seeing?
Yes. Most of the time when torch down roofs are aged out, you'll see some cracking on the surface. Alligatoring, what we call it, kind of looks like a back of an alligator and starts to crack. And that's typical of all asphalt. When asphalt ages out, it will crack. Um, and when you get into how long a torch down survives, with a base and a cap, it typically is 10 years. You can add additional layers for it to last longer than 10 years. But in my experience, especially in residential homes, and when you see a patio cover with torch down on it, it's typically just a base and cap. As the roof ages, it really, it's that 10-year mark, and then you'll start to see cracking, and that's when it's been aged out.
Gotcha. Those are seem like pretty clear signs that it's starting to age out. So that's helpful, I'm sure, for homeowners and people to be able to see. Um, Great. And so this homeowner had also asked about reheating the torch down roofing, which sounds dangerous. So why is that not a great idea to be reheating that torch down roofing?
Well, that's a very good question, and, in my experience, and I've been in I mentioned I used to be in the manufacturer side. I've known roofing contractors that have experience in installing torch down roofs actually burn down places, and these are
Yikes.
experienced roofing contractors, so I would highly recommend, especially with homeowners, not to attempt to try to adhere roofing membrane on your own wooden structure. Um, it's not. It's even not all roofing contractors even do torch down because of the fire danger. And I can't stress it enough that it's very, very, very dangerous for the people in the home and for everyone outside, animals and everything. It's better to leave that sort of thing to professionals.
Yeah, absolutely. I would not wanna be near a roof with an open flame. So, um, if homeowners suspect a leak in their maybe older torch down roof, what should they do?
I would recommend contacting a roofing contractor. Now, if you do find something like up there and it's the middle of winter and you're just trying to get it covered up because, hey, look, there's a big storm this weekend and I don't think we're gonna get, a contractor out here to do it quick enough. There are a number of tape type products out there, or even patch type products out there, to do a quick patch over the area that is leaking. I do want to caution that though, when you do something like that and take it on yourself because you're looking to just patch it yourself, the roof is aged out and it's in that process. This is only a temporary fix. So, don't think that, by doing that, you're then got another year or 2. It's not like that. I would highly recommend contacting a roofing contractor if you did attempt the repair and then circling back to, with the contractor, making sure that they could, uh, get you an estimate to replace that section of roof, um, or, do a proper repair if it's not aged out. Um, these are things that need to be looked at all the way around. I wouldn't recommend doing a repair on your own if you could hire a contractor. So
Yeah.
it's not worth. There's certain things that if you do attempt to repair and you use a product that's not compatible, then it's just a matter of time, and you really would have to follow up with the roofing contractor to get it fixed properly.
Yeah, absolutely. No, it's great advice. And while I have you and all of your expertise, anything else you think homeowners should know about torch down roofing?
Yes, so there are other products that are available now, outside of Torchdown. You can do an SBS peel and stick, uh, granulated membrane, and that typically is an SBS type product. You peel off the back, stick it down. You see these in like Home Depots and Lowe's. Having a contractor install it because we do have the proper tools to do it. When you get into doing the peel and stick, sometimes it's best to heat it with a hot air welding tool. And most of your, homeowners are not going to have those type of tools because they're very expensive. They're used in TPO and PVC type applications, but and to heat it up on the self-adhering membrane, it works very nicely, especially when colder temperatures start to, you know, creep down. So those other products are great to look at as a secondary source, and you can apply multiple plies to that. As a contractor, when we do a self-adhered and it's over a living space, we don't do anything less than 3 layers.
Hmm.
And that's because of the amount of years that are offered by the manufacturers by offering that. Typically when you see these type of low slope systems, it's part of a shingle roof. And your standard shingle roofs are gonna last close to 20 years, and maybe a little bit longer than 20 years. So you want that low slope roof section to last as long as it can. And I would say a minimum of 3 layers is really important when you're not having to do additional installations of low slope membranes when the roof hasn't aged out on the rest of it.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for answering all of our questions on this mini-sode. And please be sure to check out Jana and her roofing and their directory on AskARoofer.com. And thank you again, Jana.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yeah. And we will catch you next time on the next Ask a Roofer mini-sode.
If your roof needs answers, subscribe now to the Ask a Roofer podcast. We've got your questions covered, one episode at a time. Go to AskARoofer.com to submit your questions and learn more. Stay tuned and keep those questions coming.